Alright, Shalom. I give our praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the men of the hope and sincere elect. Makazar is Raib and it's Howard. I want to do a little edification for the elect's sake. Alright, so the name of this video is to communicate. Alright, reason being, because we are brotherhood, and being a part of the brotherhood, we supposed to be each other's keeper basically. Alright, the scripture says two better than one, and a threefold cord is not easily broken. Alright, so that is the reason why the Most High put brothers together. Even the reason why Apostle to have passed that order that 1 and 2 men that in a camp to join up with bigger camps. Because it's not good to be by yourself. Alright? Because now brothers might be going through some hell, some affliction, whatever the case is, and trying to fight the battle on their own. But guess what? There are other brothers who could help you with your situation. They could give you the right counseling, tell you how to bear with that burden, how to deal with that thorn in your side.
Like I said, this is correct. If I wrong, I think Yahushai, he sent the disciples in twos.
Yeah, he sent them 2 by 2. You understand? You didn't send them alone. So you're not supposed to be alone in this thing. You understand? You're not supposed to be alone in this thing. You're supposed to have somebody you can be able to talk to. Alright? If you're fighting some demon, some affliction, wherever the case is, don't keep it to yourself. Because it's that brotherhood. Don't keep it to yourself. Talk to somebody so they can actually help you out. Alright? Give me that scripture real quick, the Corinthians.
In 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13, it says, "There had no temptation taken you but such as in the common."
Yeah, it's uncommon. So it had nothing that you going through that uncommon to anybody else. So it's not you alone in this fight. So don't feel that nobody understand where you're coming from or understand where you're going through now. Don't be like that. That's Satan messing with your mind. Talk to somebody. If that person don't know how to help you, guess what? He might be able to talk to somebody else who's able to help you. But the help right there. You just have to reach out and take that help. Alright, go ahead.
And it says, "But such as is common to man, but the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it." Yeah,
you understand? So the Lord making a way for you to be able to bear it, not to escape it, because you have to bear your burden. So don't pray and ask the Lord to take the cup away from you basically, but pray to give you strength to bear it. Now, by bearing it, the Lord gonna give it away by you talking to our brother and say, "Brother, I'm really going through this affliction, this demon plaguing my mind. I don't know what to do." And the brother might say, "Hey, a couple years back I was going through the same thing, and this is what I did, this is how I overcome it, there's the scriptures that I read." And that is how brothers will be able to help brothers. That is how we're going to be with brothers' keeper. But if you stay to yourself and every time a brother asks you right, and you say, "Yeah, I'm right," guess what? You'll be catching your own hell and nobody wouldn't be able to help you. And then when you reach the point where you can't take it no more, you're going to say, "You know what? Nobody want to help you." But guess what? If the wheel not making noise, then it wouldn't get grease. Alright? It's when it making noise, it's going to get grease. So say something. Alright? Give me that scripture there. Give me James.
This is James chapter 5 verse 16. "Confess your faults to one to another."
Yeah, confess your faults one to another. Hey, I fight in this battle. I talking to this chick. I didn't know she had a man at first, but then I find out she had a man, and the feelings done day. I have feelings for her, but I'm trying to escape, but I can't escape because I have too much feelings. What to do? Confess your faults. I have a problem. I have a gambling problem. I don't know what to do. Confess your faults. You're supposed to be able to acknowledge a fault in this being a spiritual man. Alright? And when you realize that you can't fight it on your own, go to a brother. That is why you have the brotherhood. Because the angels of the Lord encamp around them that fear him. So where you might have 3, 4, 5 angels protecting you, think about another brother who have 3, 4, 5 angels protecting him. And then when all them brothers come together now, guess what? That Satan hardly have any room to enter in, so they be able to help you out. They bring out the right precepts to flush that parasite out of you. But you had to say something. You have to communicate. You must communicate. Don't neglect to communicate. You must communicate. Alright? Go ahead.
And pray one for another.
And pray one for another. Alright? Go ahead and see your phone. But I want to check something in the concordance. Right? That's it?
That
James
he-
5:16.
Yeah. That he may be healed.
That he may be healed. Because guess what? Them demons that plaguing you, there is a sickness, there's an affliction. Alright? There's an affliction.
Right?
Yeah.
The effectual fervent prayer of the righteous man availeth much.
Can. Understand? So when you talk to the brothers will be able to help you. To take you out from that pit that you're in. But if you ain't saying nothing, guess what? You wouldn't be able to get our help. And when you don't get the help because you ain't asking the help, that is really your fault. Don't blame nobody for it. But the thing is, the brotherhood there for help. Alright? The brotherhood there for help. To help one another. Alright? So when you're going through hell, when you're having might be financial problems, don't just say, nah, you don't want to burden nobody. Hey, talk to somebody. Alright? Talk to somebody. So that person might be able to help you. The most I might bless that person at the same time, just enough so that person could potentially bless you. To help you from whatever situation you're in. But you have to communicate. Don't keep things to yourself. There's no iron team basically. Is that we are a team, we are a body. Alright? Because if the foot, let me say the foot mash and nail, guess what? That impulse gonna send directly to the brain. And the brain gonna send that impulse to take the foot off the nail. So guess what? The body had to work in unison. Or you will have schisms in the body. You wouldn't be together. If you can't communicate with one another to let a brother know what you're going through. So you have to communicate. Right? Galatians 6.
Galatians chapter 6.
6 and 2.
The Galatians chapter 6, verse 2. It says, bear ye one another's burden, and so fulfill the law of Mashiach.
Yeah. So bear one another's burden. For you bear one another's burden, by whatever our brother going through, you take it up as though it's your own burden to find the best way to help that brother. If the brother bills had to pay and he didn't have no money, the brotherhood could come together and help pay that bill. But how the brotherhood will know that bill had to pay? The brother first had to say something. So you have to be able to communicate. Alright? And the brotherhood will come together to find a solution to that problem. But the bottom line is you have to communicate. If you don't communicate, guess what? You will never receive that help. Wherever the help might be. Wherever the aid might be. You need help, whether it be spiritual or physical help. You have to communicate. Read verse 6 out.
Verse 6, it says, let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things.
Yeah. So, communicate with the man that teacheth. The scriptures say, let me read it real quick. This is Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus chapter 9, verse 15. It says, let thy talk be with the wise, and all thy communication in the law of the Most High. Let just men eat and drink with thee, and let all thy glorying be the fear of the Most High. Alright? Now, the scriptures say, basically, you to be among men that will sorrow when you sorrow. But when they say communicate with him that teacheth, means that is the only person you could talk to. Talk to a spiritual man, because a spiritual man will give you the right comforting. Because if they say you fighting an adulterous problem, alright? You're fighting, you're on the brink of committing adultery. You don't want to, but Satan pressing on you. Now a carnal man might tell you, hey, just go ahead and just fuck the bitch. But a brother would tell you, hey, don't do that. The scripture says the wages of sin is death. And that is how a brother, a spiritual man will communicate with him that teach it any word. Because he will tell you things that put him onto eternal life. Alright? Give me that last scripture.
It is Hebrews chapter 13 verse 16. But to do good and to communicate, forget not for what such sacrifices Yahweh is well pleased.
Yeah, so don't forget to communicate. And when you look up the word communicate, it means partnership or social intercourse. And we are a team, so it's a partnership. So when you're communicating with one another to aid in whatever situation you're going through. To fight whatever demons you're fighting. Because your problem is our problem. So you have to be able to communicate. Don't keep your problems to yourself. Because when you do that, you're actually burdening yourself more. The scripture said the Most High wouldn't give you no burden that you're unable to bear. But when you want to fight your own burdens by yourself, you're actually burdening yourself more than what the Most High burden you. Because the Most High give your brothers to help bear your burden. And that is the purpose we're here for. So don't forget to communicate. Alright? Anything to say? Alright?
Well, I hope it was edifying. Right? And certain brothers could follow up on, and feel free to come and speak to our brother. You understand? And that's what we're here for.
So that, and give our praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, give double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the men of the Hopeland Saints elect. So Trinidad Camp saying Shalom.
Shalom.